What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some unfortunate news, some bad news. As has been told to me by members that's close to legendary, retired, iconic Hall of Fame superstar, former lineal heavyweight undisputed world champion, the baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson, at 58 years of age, made an official ring return that counted against his box rec officially this past Friday when he took on YouTube sensation turned professional boxer and novice in Jake Paul. And they did 8 rounds, 2 minutes per round, right? A far cry from his typical 12 3-minute rounds. And this fight was initially scheduled to take place some months back, right? And the fight got actually postponed and pushed back. And initially there was no date for the ring return, right? And Mike Tyson has said to have had issues with ulcers. And that's why the fight had to be postponed. He was on a flight and it was reportedly had to have emergency landing because he got seriously ill on the flight. Now, it's said that he had stomach issues, he had issues with ulcers, and he had to be hospitalized, right? Now, we know he suffers from like arthritis and different things of that nature. He's old. He tore up his knee, and he's 58 years of age. And he's admitting to not having living the best lifestyle, health-wise, right? And at one point in time, he had gained a massive amount of weight. And now it's said that indeed he has issues with ulcers, but he actually suffered what many deem to be a mini stroke, right? And Mike Tyson has stated that he's had multiple blood transfusions and he didn't think he was going to make it, right? And I'm wondering, because I was told they believe that he was suffering from issues with blood clots and things of that nature, right? And he still pushed forward against the doctor's orders, and he fought Jake Paul this past Friday at AT&T Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And his family members are telling me it wasn't for the money. It was simply that Mike Tyson just wanted to prove to himself. He just wanted to scratch the itch of getting back in the ring and competing. That's what he is. He's a competitor. He's a warrior, right? And I was told definitely wasn't for the money because Mike Tyson has well over $150 million in the bank. Well over $150 million in the bank. Now, this was a record-breaking event. It did a $20 million gate, the biggest gate at AT&T Stadium history. And that's saying a lot because you had Canelo Alvarez fight there. You had Errol Spence fight there. You had Manny Pacquiao fight there. So that's saying a lot. And it said that 120 million people viewed the fight as well. And Mike Tyson made $20 million from Netflix. And it said that Jake Paul made $40 million, right? So they made a massive amount of money. But from what I'm being told is that Mike Tyson had well over $150 million in the bank and doesn't need it. Something stuck out to me in the buildup for this fight. And that's Mike Tyson continuing to tell the world that he had no care for his legacy. He just wanted to compete. And he continued to tell the world, I don't think I'm going to be here any much longer anyway. And when I'm not here, what does my legacy do? Nothing. And he said that he thought he was going to transition when this took place. If you had ulcers can be very, very bad. But to have multiple blood transfusions because of ulcers is just simply not just the ulcers. And it just seems to me is that the sad part is that with all of the success, Iron Mike Tyson is still an unsettled soul right before our very eyes. The biting of the gloves in the fight. He could not perform. He couldn't close the gap. He could not react because he's 58 years of age. He continued to bite his gloves. And to me, that was extremely, extremely alarming to me. Right? You know, he's a legend. And I think that he's very misunderstood. And more importantly, I think he's very misunderstood to his own self. He's in a battle with himself, not the people around him. I don't know how this was even approved. Even if it was the multiple ulcers, they had to know his medical history at 58 years of age. How did they allow this to take place? Because it's Mike Tyson and money talks. And it's sad. So I'm glad he didn't seriously get hurt. Paul in this fight clearly held punches back because there was times where he clearly could have hurt Mike Tyson badly. And he held punches back. And some people feel like Mike Tyson held punches back. Who knows? But this is unfortunate for a legend. And I truly hope Mike Tyson finds true happiness in his soul. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. But the boxing world should be ashamed of themselves. I'm ashamed of myself for pushing this. Now, I wasn't aware that he had these